Guys, what's going on? Jay here. A little bit of a cloudy South Florida afternoon. Coming to you live from the Final Notice compound. The yard is looking a little light, being that the COVID-19 and everything else that's been going on. Passing with John, we're just starting to get back on track and everything. So we're blessed to have what we got in the yard right now. But the reason I'm here today is because here to work on the boss's airboat right here. He's building this airboat for his daughter, being that he had it for quite a while now. Every time it goes out or whenever it had an issue going out, they would cut the wire, splice them real quick just to get the boat back up and running, and then never really take care of any issues it had when it got back. And then they go out again, and basically the same thing would happen over and over and over again. So I'm in the middle of wiring the boat right now. I took all the wiring out. I got a couple of loops right there. One is going to be for the bilge pump. One is going to be for the lights on the cage and the whip. The other one is for the starter solenoid. 2 white wires going to the mags. They're run through. Those different color tie straps are just for mock-up right now. Running all the way through here. I got all the switches done. I'm getting ready to do the panel with all the gauges. They're laying over there. I just made a little cardboard template. I threw it in the Yukon actually. Right there where that battery switch is on top of the gas tank, there's a little square right there, a little triangle actually. I made a plate, a cardboard template that I'm going to make a plate out of to mount the fuse box and the ground bus for the boat. So I can run all the power wires right to that fuse box, and the battery cutoff switch will be right next to it, and all the grounds to the bus. So everything's grounded right to the battery. Gonna wire the boat, and then we're actually gonna wire the whole boat and get it running, and then we're gonna unbolt the cage and everything and lift it up with this forklift here. Hook up this cage, and we've got another hull that's all painted the same color as the valve covers and everything for his daughter. And then we're going to put this cage and engine on. You're asking me why? I'm going to tell you why. You might not be able to see it, but if you look right down there, actually you can't see it because there's a shadow. There's a huge crack in the stringer, one of many. So we're going to do a hull swap on it after we get everything wired up and running. Oh, there's my template right there I made for that. So I'm going to cut a piece of steel out and go to West Marine tomorrow and pay 3 times what I should for a fuse box and a ground bus bar because I need it now, and I can't wait till next week because I want to get the boat wired and running. So that's what I'll do. Luckily I don't have to pay for it. The boss man pays for it. But she's going to be pretty badass. All LEDs, port and starboard lights we're going to put in, and it's going to have LEDs strips right here. Those recon strips underneath the boat, underneath the cage, and underneath the seat and everything, and underneath the deck here, so the whole boat will light up ice blue at night. Should be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's that project. And I just picked up one more project. Now you guys know, well, if you don't know me, well, everybody that does know me, I'm a die-hard GM guy. I don't really like Fords, never did. I've owned 2 of them in my life. Both were 91 Crown Vic State Trooper cars. I had really good luck with them actually. One had a 351 and it ended up taking the variable ventricle carburetor off it after about 180,000 miles and throwing it in the garbage and doing the Holly conversion on both of them, and they actually ran pretty good. I think one of them is actually still running today with over 300,000, which I'm surprised because it's a Ford. But so my boss, we also do IPs, and like all these cars you see over here, the Sentra, the Altima, the Nissan, and all these little junk cars here, all are illegally parked cars that nobody's come to get, so we own all of them. Well, he owns them all, and most of them are junk, but every now and then, I'm not going to show you the tag, but every now and then you find what may be a gem. I can't really show you right now, I'm walking between the cars, so hold on. This came off a property. The guy never came and got it. He came to try to get it, but unfortunately he didn't have the money to get it out of impound, so we ended up leaning it, and it's ours. My boss has had it here for about 2 years, and he's had a bunch of people come up to him saying they want to buy it, they want to buy it, they want to buy it, and nobody ever comes up to him with cash. So last night, while I was here working on his airboat, and we were drinking a couple beers, we were in his office, and I slipped him a little bit of cash underneath his arm while he was typing up stuff, and he's like, "What's this for?" I said, "That's for the Mustang, and I'm going to finish wiring your airboat, and we'll call it even. What do you think?" So he looked at me, he said, "You're going to give me this, and you're going to wire my airboat?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man," he goes, "I'll tell you what," he goes, "I'll take this and sell you the car for this, and I'll pay you for wiring the airboat." So, double win for me. I scored the car for $700. Now, it needs a top. I know. She don't leak, but right there where they got the tape on it, but it's pretty sealed up for now. It needs paint. I know. But the car has zero rust. It's a Florida car. The only real rust on the whole car is like that little bit of surface rust there. And there's a little pinhole cancer starting right there on the corner of the car. So, otherwise, it's pretty clean. Interior is pretty clean. I mean, that box for the fuse panel is hanging on the ground there, laying on the ground. Passenger door panels laying in the back seat. I mean, it's got the typical Florida, sticky stuff on the dash from sitting in the sun and humidity. And but as you can see, the interior is not too bad. It's got full power. How many miles she got on her? 99,980 miles. So just under 100,000. Only thing that really sucks is it's an automatic. And the other thing that really kind of sucks is it's a convertible. But down here in South Florida, they're desirable. People like them. They cruise the beach with them, like Vanilla Ice used to. I haven't got the car running yet, but I'm assuming it runs pretty good. She got an MSD distributor in there, aftermarket throttle body. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not a Ford guy. Cold air intake. I don't know, them GT headers maybe. I don't know. Some other cool stuff. I mean, I haven't had it running yet. I don't have a battery jump pack that's charged up to get it started, believe it or not. So I don't know if she runs too good, but from what I understand, my boss had it running, was driving it, and he says it runs like a bitch. So I'm hoping it does. My plan for this car is I'm either going to clean it up and flip it, or I'm going to clean it up and give it to my nephew. I don't know how keen he is about a convertible, but we'll see. What I'm going to do with this car, guys, instead of going like balls to the wall and taking it into the shop and stripping it down and using all high dollar material to get the car back the way I want and get paint on it, I'm thinking I'm going to do a video of like what we could do using duplicolor product as far as taking down the rust and the surface rust on the car and primering it and primering the spots that need to be primered. I might go that route. I don't know. The paint is kind of dry, so if it tends to be too much, I might just have to bring it in the shop and shoot it with a coat of primer after I DA the car down. Excuse me. After I DA the car down. So, yeah, that'll be the route that we go. Hopefully I can go the other route. I think it'd be pretty cool to see what we could do with like products off the shelf that don't cost an arm and a leg to buy when you want to buy good material to paint a car. So, I mean, the car's white, so I'm definitely going to base clear it. It's not going to be a single stage deal by any means, but yeah, that's the project with this car. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Tommy doesn't know I got it yet. I just sent him a text maybe 5 minutes ago saying that I own this now, and I didn't hear any response from him. So he's a diehard GM guy too, so he's probably wondering if I'm living on the same planet as him anymore. But yeah, I couldn't pass up the car, man, for what I paid for it. I mean, I could sell the car for double that the way it sits right now, and I don't have any issues with that. But I think I'm going to hang on to it and do a couple things. Like I said, we're going to clean it up, do some headlights, because I got some stupid aftermarket headlights in it, tail lights, get rid of the Cobra wheels and put stock wheels back on it, I think, and do the top and stuff. But so yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to do those moldings too. They look like shit. That's going to be it for this video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I haven't been putting any videos up. It's just been crazy here at work. I guess it doesn't matter about the tag. It's the back of the car. I'm going to pull the luggage rack off too, because, I mean, that's kind of cheesy. But, so yeah, that's the plan. Passenger side of the car. She's pretty clean, man. There's no rot on her. Brand new dual exhaust on the car, Flowmaster. Brand new Bilstein shocks all the way around. Brand new front end bushings, and all the suspension's been taken care of in the car. The rear end looks like they just got rebuilt. I mean, I guess the guy was building the car and he just didn't have the money to get out of impound, man. So unfortunately, his loss is going to be my gain. But so yeah, guys, take care. Hope everybody's being safe out there, and everybody's getting back on their feet and getting to work. I'm going to post a couple more videos up. Like I said, I'm doing that 65 C10. I'm going to be doing the LS swap and that. I tore the motor down today. I'm going to post up a video here in a little bit. I tore the motor down, and I took the harness off and got it all ready to get degreased. We're just going to drop the motor in bone stock and get the truck running and driving with a ready-to-run harness and reflashing the ECU so he can move it and actually drive the truck back and forth and get the little bit of work that he wants to get done to it. Because I'm not doing any body work on it. I told him I'd get the whole truck running and driving turnkey, and he can get somebody else to line up the panels. I'm done with that shit. But all right, guys, that's it, man. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend, and be safe. And we'll see you here in a few, man. Take it easy.